Gutierrez. We could sense her determination in winning the new major crowns for our beloved city. And that makes us all very proud. We encourage her to continue the work she does to uplift and empower women everywhere. And we wish her all the best in her upcoming competition. Friends from the media, Consejal Pami Zamora, Congresswoman Lani Cayetano, and to everyone present here, maraming salamat sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta.
The Taguig Designers Council for organizing this event, all for the love of Taguig and for the love of Asha. Bigyan naman ho natin sila ng masigabong palakpak. You know, it's amazing how, despite of the challenges that you're facing, you still manage to organize this. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Thank you for inviting me to be part of this event. And I would also like to, if Asha can hear me, allow to tell Asha that we are here to support her. We believe in her. And I would also like to thank her for being a strong partner of the city of Taguig with major advocacies, no? From fitness and health, from an advocacy that is also close to my heart, the violence against women and children, and most recently, her active participation in the COVID response of the city of Taguig. You know, ask her about COVID response, and she can very well share her knowledge about this because she personally took time and studied really, no, what she can do as a woman and as an aspiring queen to help educate us with the present problem that we are facing right now. Ito nga ho yung COVID pandemic. And lastly, allow me po to thank all the media partners that we have here tonight, the pageant media. Thank you for supporting not just the aspiring beauty queens, but also for supporting the creative teams. You know, when we see women compete in international, even local pageants, we see the woman. But actually, behind that woman, nandyan po yung mga creative team na sobrang nagsisikap din. From the stylist, to the makeup artist, to the content managers, to the photographers, lahat po sila. I hope that we will all continue to support beauty contest. Hindi naman ho yung beauty contest panlabas lang na kaanyuan yung sinusuportahan natin. As we support aspiring queens, we also support an industry na talagang nangangailangan din po ng tulong natin. So with that, again, thank you to the Taguig Designers Council and also to Asha for all her valuable contributions to the city of Taguig. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat and welcome to our probinsyudad, ang probinsya na syudad pa dito sa Metro Manila, Taguig City. Maraming salamat po. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you, Congresswoman Mariela Art. Alam kong handa na kayo kilalanin. Ayan. So alam kong handa na kayo kilalanin ang aming pambato sa Miss World Philippines 2021. So the floor is now open para sa inyong mga katanungan. So kindly raise your hands and we'll give you the microphone. Okay.
Magandang hapon, Asha. I'm Taguig from Manila Standard and Pageant Concept. My first question for you, how to be a purposeful woman for the community of Taguig? How to be a purposeful woman for the community of Taguig? Or for your community here in Taguig?
Hello, thank you so much po. Working as a public officer in Taguig City for almost 3 years po, not only during the pandemic but even before that, we find ways po to find work for women who are looking for jobs, even finding educational tools. Especially during the pandemic, we created Tech Talk so that we can provide free education online during the middle of the pandemic. And of course, the vaccination hubs. I have been working relentlessly with Mayor Lino Cayetano and the team. We would visit the vaccination hubs po, and we have a lot of vaccination hubs already just to ensure that we're following the safety protocols and providing the best care that we can for each and every Taguigenyo. When you ask that, what kind of purposeful woman should I be? It's just about finding ways each and every day how I can give back to the world. Thank you po.
Thanks so much, Wow. Last question. We celebrate Pride Month this month of June, no? My question is, how can you be the voice of the LGBTQI community, Asha? Can you give specific programs or projects that can touch or affect the LGBTQI community?
Hello, I am an HIV counselor of Love Yourself Philippines. And during Pride Month, not only do we celebrate our each and unique individuality, but we also create programs so that each and LGBTQIA member will find a voice or find a way that they won't be discriminated po. So when we create these programs in Love Yourself, we create shows, we create drag queen shows, just so that each and every individual will feel na they're heard, that they matter, and most of all, that they have a place in the community po talaga.
Wow, thank you and good luck
Thank
to
you po. Maraming salamat.
Good evening. I'm Nolly Berrioso for OBND Worldwide. Okay, as an HIV advocate, what activities in the past that have been engaged that can bring to the aspect of this work and eventually you can use it to become one of the winners of the pandemic?
As an HIV counselor of Love Yourself Philippines, we create programs not only by providing free testing in our branches. We have a lot of branches here already in Metro Manila, and we also have one in Cebu, and we're creating one in Davao already. Inside each branches of Love Yourself Philippines, we also provide PrEP. PrEP is a kind of medication treatment that people can take in order to be safe from the HIV pandemic. So we provide it, and we also ensure to educate not only the LGBTQIA community about this education, but also for young children and women as well. This is something that I plan to bring out not only during this Miss World Philippines organization, but throughout my life. Because this is actually very personal to me po. 2 of my closest friends passed away from HIV.
Okay, follow-up question. I also heard that you are a vegetarian. So how and become how and when you become a vegan?
This is actually 11 years ago po. So I have been a vegetarian for almost 11 years, and this is not only because I want to promote health and well-being, but also because it makes me feel better, and I am an animal lover po.
So where did you get your protein?
Nuts, beans, lentils, tofu. Napakamura nga po compared to being a meat eater.
Very well said. Good luck.
Maraming salamat po.
Hello, good evening, Asha.
Hi, Tita.
Hello, so this is your second time to join Miss World Philippines. Did your advocacy from your first time change, or did you add more things to what you're working with?
From my former pageant experience, I also brought Love Yourself Philippines as part of my advocacy, in which I showcase our HIV programs. But for this year, I also brought our new program, which we created during the pandemic. I am a founding member of this, and we call it Transcend. When we talk about Transcend, it's about transcending women to what they deserve and what they truly need in this life. So we talk about cisgender and transgender women alike, and how we can improve their lives. We are finding programs and initiatives in how we can provide work, good psychological services from them, which is actually free therapy. And of course, we are planning to create safe houses soon for women who have been abused.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
If it's okay, one of our followers here in the Tita Lavinia channel, his name is Silmar. He is asking the most common question. There are so many crowns at stake for Miss World Philippines. are you focused on just one crown? And if that is so, what title would that be?
Hello, thank you so much po. Good evening. I am focusing right now for Miss World Philippines crown. That has always been my dream, and like my mom used to say, if you have a dream, you should always focus on it and work hard for it so that you are deserving of that dream.
Maraming salamat. May huling
Thank you rin
question na
po.
lang ako. Pwede pa rin
Of course, any questions po, please,
Alright.
just ask away.
So, when I think about Taguig, and I lived in the area na malapit dun sa area na yun, I only think about EGC. This is my first time to check this side of Taguig. Ano po ba yung pwede naming matutunan about Taguig beyond EGC?
When we talk about Taguig, that's actually automatic, Tita Lavinia. People already associated BGC given that it's one of our main place to go to, and this is where our economic center is in Metro Manila right now. So when we talk about Taguig, we have other beautiful sites here, of course. We have Lakeshore, we have beautiful churches rin po, and of course we have other barangays po where we create other economical values such as water lilies. I'm also part of the water lily project of Councilor po, and we create this initiative where we create work for women by creating water lilies po. So for each barangay po, we have these tourism sectors po that help Taguig not only to be just about BGC but for each barangay po.
Thank you.
Thank you rin po.
Hi, hello. Hi, Asha.
Hello.
I'm Jason Cappuccino from Sashes and Scripts.
Hi.
So, if you're given 45 seconds to introduce yourself to the world, how would you do it?
Hello, my name is Asha Gutierrez. I'm 26 years old and I am a proud Filipina. I am a creative writer and an HIV counselor for Love Yourself Philippines. I am also a businesswoman and I will be creating a healthcare platform that will help the pandemic as of now. I am the second eldest out of 6 children and I am a former basketball and a Latin dancer.
Okay, thank you. That's actually 28 seconds.
Really?
Nice work. Hi, Asha.
Hello, Adam.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions, so
Of course.
my fellow media pressers will indulge me on this.
Okay.
First of all, this is my first time to hear a girl named Asha.
Is there an interesting story why you were named Asha?
Actually, there is. Apart from Asha meaning hope in India, so it actually means hope. But it wasn't really intentional at the time because my real name and my full name is Patricia Isabel de la Cruz Gutierrez. I wasn't able to pronounce my name when I was 3 years old. I couldn't pronounce it properly, so when people would ask what my name was, I would say Asha.
Alright.
Yes, po.
So that's
Until the name stuck po, and until now people call me Asha.
I see. Alright, so this is your second time to join Miss World Philippines. What makes you keep coming back to this pageant system?
It's not merely a pageant system for me, Adam. It's a dream. And for me, when I joined Miss World Philippines during 2019, I learned a lot about myself. Not only how I can improve myself, but also how I can connect more to other people. Because it's simply a process. So when you try again, it's not merely because you want something from it, but also because you also want to create an impact towards other people. And to look at yourself at the mirror and then I feel proud about myself. I'm actually pursuing my dream. These things are very important as a woman.
Alright, and my last question is, as we listen to you right now, you've been doing a lot of great things. You wear so many hats, creative writer, businesswoman, now an aspiring beauty queen. Now, where is this activism coming from?
When you say, where is this coming from?
Yeah, in drive, in determination, because you've been doing a lot of things, not just for yourself, but for your community as well. So, where is this activism coming from?
I guess when you know when your childhood, when you really didn't, you weren't raised with a silver spoon in your mouth, when you came up from not a rich family, when you know that you have to work hard for the things you want, that's a drive that will never fade away. So when I find something that I really want to work on, I make sure that I finish it, or more importantly, that I make it grow bigger. So that's perhaps the fire that I continue on burning throughout my life.
All right, thank you very much.
Hello, Asha.
Hi.
I'm Jay Pataw for Malaya Business Insight, and I'd like to ask about this digital health platform that you are. Is this still the drawing board, or is it to be launched very soon, or what?
It's actually named Healthcare Pal. I am partnered up with nurses and doctors, and I am the president of this tech industry. It's under works right now. We are getting our business permit this month, and we are launching it perhaps by July or August. We are actually providing international vaccines, and we will be sending it out to our cities. And apart from that, we will be providing COVID care products and laboratory services. My vision here was, it was created even before during the pandemic, but more so during the pandemic because there was a problem in our medical care in which it was hard for people to go to hospitals. So I thought, along with my partners, how about we bring healthcare straight to their homes? How about we bring the doctors, the laboratories, and the nurses, for those who are in need, straight to their homes, so it's more like a Grab system in which if you need a certain service, if you need a checkup, or if you need some certain COVID care help, we just book it online, and it's going to be in an app soon, and the service will be provided straight at your doorstep.
Could you foresee or intend to benefit everybody from all the sectors?
What do you mean, sir?
All the sectors, I mean, including the underprivileged sector.
Yes.
We benefit from this.
We're thinking of creating something for private, and we're also creating something where we can give it away for free. So we will be providing pro bono services for people who are in need of it.
So everybody will benefit.
Pardon?
Everybody will benefit from it.
Yes, definitely. It's not only for one sector, it's for everyone. That was our vision. We were thinking earlier, it's quite expensive, certain expensive vaccinations, and so I partnered up with certain vaccinations from Spain to make it as cheap as possible.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Asha.
Hello.
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 Hello. Wait.
Check. Tatayo na lang ako.
Okay.
Armin Adina from the Philippine Daily Inquirer. Thank you for inviting us here. I would just like to make a clarification. Are you vegan or vegetarian?
I have been actually a vegetarian for 11 years.
Okay.
So at that point, I was eating eggs, I was eating milk. But for the past 3 years, I'm learning how to be a vegan.
Okay.
It's not something that I have perfected yet, but that is what I am doing. I am following a vegan diet.
Okay. You're getting there, or 100% vegan ka na ngayon?
I try my best.
Okay. I would like to know, how can veganism and vegetarianism make this world a better place?
For environmental wellness in our world, it actually helps because when you're a vegetarian, you avoid eating meat. They say that cattle creates emission po, which is effective dun po sa greenhouse effect. And right now, that's one of the greatest concerns apart from the pandemic. They even say na after this pandemic, we have a bigger problem, which is saving the earth. So if you are a vegan or a vegetarian per se, you will definitely help the economy, and most of all, you will help in saving the world.
Good evening, Asha.
Hello.
I'm
Good
Celso
evening.
for the Philippine Star.
Hello.
Years from now, you will have a family of your own. What will you tell your kids the lessons you have learned from the pandemic?
During the pandemic, it wasn't easy. I would see my friends look for or ask for food, and I lost my job in the middle of the pandemic as well. And it was difficult not only for yourself, but also for those who you don't even know. You see it by news, there's the fear of the unknown. So the lesson that I learned during the pandemic is about being there for other people, that you may have problems, that you may be suffering, but at the same time, you still need to find ways to help the other.
Last question.
Okay.
You mentioned earlier in 2020.
This is the question that people usually ask. Every day, my mom, my friends, even my great mentors over there from Aces and Queens, so they would ask me every day, why do you deserve to be the Miss World Philippines? And I would reply to them that I believe in myself, I believe that, and I hope that I could be the Miss World Philippines 2021. And if I can and will be, I will make sure that I create an impact to the world. This is not only a platform for myself, but also for other women who has the same dream of creating an impact. And I hope that that is more than enough. Hi, Adam.
No, just a follow-up question from Sir Pam's question to you. Now, kasi if you said nga, di ba, being a vegetarian can help Mother Earth. Now, I want to ask, do you think if the whole world will go vegetarian or vegan, do you think we'll be able to solve our climate change problem?
It will not fully solve the climate change problem, but it's one of the many factors that can actually help create an impact. Because of course, there are other kinds of pollution that come from other situations as well that we need to look into.
All right.
Hello, just a follow-up question for your being vegan. Okay. I just want to know what is the difference between a vegan diet and a vegetarian diet and a plant-based diet?
Oh, okay po. So when you're a vegetarian, you still eat dairy products. So dairy products include eggs, milk, butter, cheese. However, when you go plant-based, literally gulay na lang talaga. So you're not allowed to get any produce that comes from animals, whether it's milk or eggs. So your protein will be based on nuts and vegetables like avocado and other sorts.
Hello, Asha. Me again.
Hello.
Ihabol ko lang for my Manila Standard column, no?
Yes po.
How do you feel being the granddaughter of one of
Asha Gutierrez?
Oo nga. You're from showbiz, royalty. Show business ba? Being the granddaughter of the great one, Asha Gutierrez.
I guess I'm happy about it. It's a part of who my mom is, and I love my mom very much. So whenever I ask about it, I proudly say, yes, I am. He is my grandfather. It's the father of my mother. And I used to hear a lot of good stories about him from my mom. So that's something that I carry positively within me po.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
Hey, Asha. Follow-up question again. This is your second time to join Miss World Philippines, right? And right now we're still at the height of the pandemic. Now I want to ask the difference of your training now for Miss World Philippines compared to your previous try. May pagbabago ba? Meron ba kayo? Kasi considering na, we're facing a pandemic right now.
Most definitely. So during our training, even before the competition started, we're also aware that we have to be swab whenever there's a big event. And it's not like before where you get together afterwards, you go out and eat. Here we're following safety protocols. We have to wear masks. When we go out, we have to wear face shields. And most of all, we have to take as many vitamins as we can so that our immunity won't go low. Before I joined this competition, I was grateful enough and honored to be given the opportunity to have vaccine from Taguig City. And they did it to ensure that I will be safe during the competition. So that's also one thing that you have to consider. If you want to go out, if you have to work, then it's best that you become vaccinated. Not only for your safety, but for other people who have comorbidities that you might be exposed to.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. Okay.
Hi.
Okay. One more question. For the remaining days of the what is your expectation in the coming final?
I guess my expectations for the coming finals is that it's going to be challenging. I'm quite aware that there will be a lot of contenders for this, and that we are complete 45 women with the common dream. So for me, it's just about being humble and at the same time being focused to what you truly want and finding a way to work through it so that you will be deserving of it.
A game plan for the remaining days of the time.
Of course, my game plan is to be focused and to listen to those who truly matter.
No,
Thank you.
Thank you.